What's up, guys? Happy Monday. I'm in a new spot. I will say that I want it to be beautiful outside, but I'm at a beach and it's not beautiful. It's actually really, really gross. So I'm kind of pouting. So it's a very Monday, but hopefully we have another winning day like I did yesterday. It's nice to kind of get back on track. That first 2 weeks of this month were really, I'm sorry, what month is this? May. Really kicked my ass. But it's okay. We got to keep on grinding, and we're going to keep on keeping on. Baseball is such a grind. And when you're putting out picks every single day, it's tough not to have a loser, every now and again. But here we are. Kelly, Chris, Kelly, let's start with ladies first. How we doing? Tell me about your week thus far, and tell the viewers how you're feeling.
I'm a little hungover today, Megan, and normally I'm not a big Sunday night partier, but I have this polar bear that came to visit from Canada at my house, and he just won't leave. So I agreed after he and my boyfriend cashed some nice Justin Thomas tickets last night that they could buy me dinner at the most expensive restaurant in town, and I made them live up to that. So it was a lot of fun last night. I'm kind of hurting today, but I will say this. I get a lot of shit on the internet for going on vacation a lot. You might go on vacation more than I do.
That's because I don't use the V word. You put your business out there. I am on a family retreat.
A family retreat. Yeah, I'm going to be at a family retreat myself on Wednesday. I told my dad I would help him gut his new house. And so who knows what my background's going to look like on Wednesday. I'm already apologizing in advance. But the NBA just been absolutely crushing, Megan. It's been a fun run betting these totals. And I'm not a big totals girl, but the bookmakers have just been so off that we have to take advantage of, especially some of these unders. I'll tweet out the total that I'm going to be on tonight. I do lean towards the Celtics. I can tell you guys that much, but I'm not laying that many points with this Boston team that can't seem to get it together. And besides that, on to baseball.
All right, Chris, how are we feeling? How are you doing? How was your trip to the NYC?
It was awesome. It was exhausting. The tournament starts tonight. I'm gonna like Lansing it's a substantial difference from New York. Like getting woken up at 6 a.m. by taxi horns is a little bit different than sleeping in.
Did you get any of the city drippings on you? I have to ask. Megan forever has me grossed out about walking underneath scaffolding because of that.
No, except okay, we Reegs and I. This is not a dozen spoiler because that happened before the tournament started. Reegs and I went to a bar on the days are running together. I believe Sunday night, and we were getting drinks. And water was just being poured on my shoulders, like dripping onto my shoulders. And I thought that some like asshole next to me was like throwing water on me. And then Reegs just went, no, that the ceiling is leaking and you're just right under it. And
I can't. I'm the biggest New York City hater on the planet, and that just solidifies it.
After that, it was, for the most part. Now, I did go out a few times, and it was wonderful, and I appreciate Clem and Carl, and they're the best. I love working here. I love the people I work with. It was a ton of fun. But after that, in the days, it was gym HQ. That's it. I'm not testing the NYC waters beyond that at any point. Yeah.
Gym HQ, and that's it.
Yeah.
Being just a stand-up guy, not wanting to get any of those New York City juices on him. I completely understand that. I've only been there twice, and both times I've seen some things that I would not like to ever see again. And I'll give y'all a hint. It was not the Statue of Liberty. So just whatever y'all want to think, just it probably happened.
Megan, I have to go there next weekend for an event. So I'm excited because I get to see our lovely producer, Jack. But I'm actually going to stay in New Jersey for the first time ever because of this. Yes.
How exciting. Jersey girl. You go,
I'm going to fit in super well.
You should get a dark spray tan, just cut.
Oh, I'm going to have to get a dark spray tan. Yeah, for sure. 100%. I think that these guys are probably tired of us just chit-chatting. Chris, before we get started, we can't even get like 1 dozen spoiler. Like, are you allowed to give us any hints on anything? Like, was there any like epic shit that happened?
Oh, there was a lot. The one, and this isn't really a spoiler. The one thing I'll say is I'm incredibly proud of Jeff Lowe. And I know how hard he's worked. And
shout out, Jeff.
my podcast co-host. He's been very lucky to bring me on to LCB, and he might hate me for saying this, but I went up to him on Monday, and I was like, because I like seeing the people at HQ. These are my friends, they're my coworkers. So I went up, I try to be as cordial to everyone. Say, hey, what's up? Like, how you doing? And I went up to Jeff, and I go, like, how you feeling, man? He just goes, dude, ask me on Thursday, like when everything is over. So he was. I'm pretty sure he was about the most, and I get nervous as shit because I do videos in my parents' basement, like cameras and like lights on me. I get nervous. So seeing him like be, uptight, but ultimately, I think it was a very rewarding experience for him. So I hope, regardless of whether or not everyone's favorite team does well or not, just make sure people show him a lot of love. He worked his butt off to put that whole thing together. And I had a ton of fun in New York going through that. And I think a lot of people did. The office was really buzzing. He's killed it. So, yeah.
Yeah, shout out Jeff. He definitely has he's mastered his craft. That the dozen is so, obviously Kelly and I, we're trying to make a redemption tour. I need to be Chris. I tell you, we need to be on a team. And
I was going to say, we got to get a one-time team together and just see if we can rally against somebody.
Absolutely, yeah. I would be so into that. But Jeff, if you see this clip, please know that we all know how hard you work and how important the dozen is to you. And obviously, the last year hasn't been the kindest to you. So I think about you all the time. And you just thank you for being you and doing great shit. So enough with all the sentimentals, enough with catching up with everybody. Let's get some goddamn baseball, guys. Let's do it. Up first is a game that I took. Rockies Pirates. I took the Rockies plus 110. They're now plus 116 at the Barstool Sportsbook. So if you like them, you can actually get better value than I did. And for me, this pick, it's not like I'm splitting the atom here. The Rockies have just been better than the Pirates. That's not saying much because the Pirates haven't been great. But the Pirates are sending one of their best arms out. And JT, is it Brew Baker or Brew Bacher, Chris? Because you know how
Brew Baker. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. So they're sending one of their best arms and Brew Baker out, but he has not won a game since when? Last August. Yeah, that's a long fucking time to go without winning a game. Not to mention, I will say that I think Colorado does have the advantage on the mound regardless. And then if you want to add a little sprinkle of motivation, guess who Cole pitched for last year? That's right, the Pirates. So I think he's going to go out, have a great game against a former team. I think the Rockies bats will have enough offense to generate a couple runs here. And again, I don't see why or how the Pirates are favored here, except for them being at home. I know the Rockies aren't great on the road, but they just, in my opinion, are the better team. And I'm getting some value here. So go ahead, Kelly, and tell me your thoughts on this game, and then we'll switch it to Chris so that he can really break it down for us.
Listen, I don't think the bookmakers are giving you free money here with this Rockies team, and that's what scares me, at least from a line move perspective. I'm not betting this game. You got the Rockies, who are the third worst in Major League Baseball on the road. They are just atrocious. They barely bat over 200. I feel like I can definitely bat 200, but that's just me. That being said, I don't want to back the Pirates. You think I want to lay up to I'm looking at the odds screen. There's all sorts of different prices, but I'm not laying 135 with the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is a stay away. Stop betting bad teams. Like you said, this is a long way to go. I know you love this Rockies team, but stick to them in Coors Field.
Fuck Coors Field. It's been my demise this season. Chris, do you think I'm just being honest, man. Honesty pays around here. At least sometimes. Chris, what do you think about this matchup? Do you think it's priced appropriately, or do you think that maybe the bookmakers got it wrong with the Pirates being favored here?
It's bizarrely priced because I in general, we've talked about it. I wish I could make fun of them more, except for the team I root for isn't any better. So it's I can't shit on the Pirates, but it's bizarre to me because, and I understand probably Vegas doesn't take this into account, but one thing I always look for is player for okay, give me 1 second to speak English here. Guy who used to play for another team who comes back against his former team, I think is that's easy money to me. I've seen it a million times, whether it be hitters or pitchers. Chad Kuhl going back to where he pitched.
Is it cool? I thought it was cool the whole time. Is it cool? That's so cool if it's cool.
No, I think it's cool. Yeah, it was
I
pronounced.
have a friend in high school, but her name was Savannah Cool. It was Cool, so there was no mistaking that.
Oh
But
no, I think it's
I
cool.
butchered the shit out of everything, so I want to know. Like, if I'm wrong, please tell me.
No, I think it's Chad Cool. But beyond that,
Okay.
I don't have any faith in the Pirates offense, and they do. I don't know. They do a lot. I don't think they play defense particularly well either. So yeah, bizarrely priced. I'm with you. Like I think even outside of the Rockies' road numbers, I think the only reason why this line is where it's at is because the Pirates are just playing at home, and I do think in general that organization is getting a little bit better. I think Charrington's going to do a good job, but I don't know. That doesn't mean shit tonight. I would probably lean towards the Rockies this evening.
All right, so I'm on the Rockies, and as I said, you can get a plus 116 right now if you're interested. Kelly's staying away. She's saying, Megan, stop betting bad teams. And here I am. I'm trying, Kelly. I'm working my way out of this hole. It's just brick by brick we build. You know what I'm saying? And Chris, he leans towards the Rockies as well because you know why? He's seen it a million times. A pitcher going back and going against their old team.
Mm-hmm.
The Cool, Chad Cool, not Cole. I was wrong. Chad Cool. He's going to get it done tonight. I don't have anything on this Cubs-Reds game. Do either one of y'all?
No.
Sure. Also, nothing on Orioles-Yankees. I do have my Money-Making Mondays parlay today, which I thought about including the Yankees in for about 2 seconds. Garrett Cole was pitching, and I'm not laying minus 335, even in a parlay. That's just insane. Not to mention, why is Garrett Cole priced like that? I'm sorry, but I understand that the Yankees have paid him a shitload, but he has not been Garrett Cole. I'm sorry. Is that stupid of me? Like, I understand that the Yankees bats are absolutely insane. The offense is absolutely insane. And yeah, you have Garrett Cole's name on there, but this feels like I'm buying at Abercrombie or something. Like I'm literally just having to pay for Garrett Cole's name. And it's not even that cool.
This says Abercrombie across your boobs,
right?
Like in high school. Yeah, I remember. I remember using my entire paycheck to buy one T-shirt, Megan. And you're right, that was really stupid. Think about all the other cool shit I could have bought. I'm with you. I unfortunately did have to play the Yankees, and I did put them in a money line parlay with the Twins. That goes back to the system we were talking about a couple of weeks ago. It's a pseudo martingale system that has to do with RPI and a couple other statistics that this group uses. I don't feel good about it. I don't want to bet it, but I know that they can win long term. They went 3-0 again last week. So Yankees and Twins, moneyline parlay. I feel dirty and I need to go take a shower.
Well, I'm with you on the Twins. We could talk about that in a little while. They also made my moneyline parlay, but Mookie the doggy, I understand that for you personally, minus 330 is parlay odds. But for me, when I'm putting a 3-leg parlay together where you can get back money, especially whenever I don't trust Garrett Cole, who used to play for my Astros, who when he was actually, had some velocity and some spin rate and didn't need the spider tack. Well, actually he did. I'm just kidding. He's not God. He wasn't God in the Astros either, but he's
been pretty damn good lately. I mean, he's also that I actually have this one. I bet this one today because he's dominated.
Did you take the run line or did you put it in a money line parlay? What'd you take?
I put run line. Yeah. Cause I think he's dominated the Orioles. I think he's like 5-1, like a 1.57 ERA against Baltimore.
Yeah, I guess with the Orioles, that's what I didn't realize who they were playing this whole time. Maybe that's why my brain was just like I was so stuck on that money line number, like laying $3.
Yeah, but didn't the Orioles sweep them last time around?
They did.
Yes, that was early in the year though, and I think the Yankees just lost. I think 2 out of 3, maybe 3 out of 4 to the White Sox. I think they're going to be pissed. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's a bit of a risk because of how heavy of favorites they are, but I don't know. Cole's been really good his last 4 outings, so I kind of lean towards them.
Lean towards Cole. Kelly's played Yankees, and me, I'm not touching it. Garrett Cole will not get any of my money. I refuse. Up next, I do have the Dodgers in a money line parlay, which again, felt kind of dirty, but it's the Dodgers. The Dodgers, they just continue to roll, whereas the Nats, I think they've lost the last 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
They just haven't had anything offensively. The Dodgers haven't been this, giant that everyone has, that they've made themselves out to be the last couple of games, but they're still there. The giant is still inside of them. I just need the sleeping giant to wake up a little bit. and go out there and just win me a game. Do you think that the Dodgers are going to be able just to get this one done, Kelly?
Oh, I mean, you're paying so much for the Dodgers every single outing because you're paying for their name and everybody always expects them to win the World Series. It's tough. I don't love this price. I think if you want to look at it, maybe look towards the run line. They're 24-16 this season on the run line, so maybe you don't have to quite lay that juice. Now, on the road makes me even more apprehensive. On the flip side, I don't know. Josh Bell, we can argue back and forth on our thoughts with him, but wait, maybe he's not even, hold on. Now I got something else open. Let me see. My fault. It's going to be Tyler Anderson today, and Tyler has 4 wins, but he hasn't pitched particularly well. On the flip side, you have Adon, and he's just been absolutely atrocious. So lean towards the Dodgers, Megan. Like I said, I feel like you could get away with the run line. The run line's still been profitable for them this year, but I'm not touching this juice. Not on the road.
Chris, do you think the Dodgers can get it done here against the Nats today?
I do, and obviously the Dodgers have been a weird one this year because you're right, Kelly, that like they're heavy favorites in basically every game. They have an insanely talented lineup. And this one, the reason I'm going with them today is not so much to do with them, though I think they're really good. Look, the Nats had a great run, and I know for a long time they were kind of the team that couldn't get it done, and then they won the World Series, and they had this incredible lineup and roster for a while there, but like they stink, and their pitching is cheeks. I mean, it's just not good at all. I mean, it's really poor. And outside of Juan Soto and Nelson Cruz, there's not a whole lot in that lineup to really write home about. And Anderson has pretty good numbers against the Nationals. This is one of those games. This is where it drives me nuts because, like, there's no reason why they shouldn't win this game by a substantial amount of runs. And I guarantee you it's going to be 3-2 in the 7th inning. I'm going to be sweating like crazy. But I think that this is the Dodgers game.
Speaking of sweating like crazy, did you catch yesterday my Twins money line? They were down like 6-0. Like they were
That's
down.
Right. Yeah.
6 runs, and all of a sudden they come back. Bottom of the 8th, they tie it up, or top of the 9th, they tie it up and end up winning. I was like, thank you, universe. I needed that one. All right, up next, I don't have anything on Phillies Braves. Either one of y'all?
I got Wheeler against the Braves because he's dominated, and Tucker Davidson's only 7 career starts into his career, so I don't. I do lean toward the Phillies there, but yeah, I feel like the Braves are on the verge of a huge breakout.
It's not badly priced either. It's minus 134. So if you're interested in it, everyone out there, Chris likes the Phillies and Zach Wheeler. So I would have to lean that way as well. I don't have a play, as I said. Kelly, would you lean with the Phillies, or do you like the Braves? Is there a Brave system play?
I'm not disagreeing with Chris that he thinks that the Braves are like on the cusp of something big here. I just don't love either one of these teams, and neither one of them have I really been following. I think the biggest thing with baseball for me, Megan, is you mentioned this is like such a grind, right? I'm trying to find first 5 innings trends. I'm trying to find pitchers to keep fading, teams to keep fading, especially home road dichotomies. And this is just neither team has really been on my radar. But I do agree with Chris. I think the Braves have, I mean, obviously they won the World Series last year. They still have most of that team intact. I do think they have a ton of ability. It's just trying to get over this hump that they've been in.
Fuck the Braves. Did I say that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Oh, Megan.
You brought up a World Series, and I just, I'm a little sour, maybe. I don't know. Salty? Sweet? Not sweet. Not definitely.
Listen, you guys got away with cheating. Literally, COVID saved you guys from all of your cheating scandals. Like, that was the best thing that ever happened to the Houston Astros.
And guess what?
The world shut down, and you guys just, we forgot all about the banging on trash cans.
Since, first off, if we're going to bring up old shit, I can bring up some old shit, but I won't. Second, the Astros, since that year, have fucking gone to the playoffs or a World Series. And everyone, there's an entire, shout out Michael Schwab on Twitter, because he has an entire thread of baseball players coming out and being like, hey, you want to know who else cheated? This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy.
Megan, they all cheat.
Exactly.
Because they're men, of course they do.
Don't call out the Astros. We proved ourselves. I have fucking eaten that crow. I'm full. I'm full. I don't want any more. We're good. All right. We literally are good. And we're gonna keep on being good. And we're gonna win another fucking World Series. And when we do, I'm gonna go get a ring and I'm gonna wear it every day. Chris's
face right now is just priceless.
No, I was just letting you guys roll. This was great content. Yeah.
I get a little passionate. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
I've had to eat that for a really long time. Like it's been, I've paid my dues. All right, up next, Chris. This is your specialty. This is where we let you roll. Tigers, Twins. I'm going with the Twins. They're in my money line parlay, as I said, along with the Dodgers. And you know what else? The fucking motherfucking cheating Astros. No, they're great. And yeah, they're in my parlay. But I need you to tell me, Chris, do the Twins take it tonight? Because I need them to.
Again, as always, there's too much emotion attached to this for me to give like a definitive take when it comes to Tigers stuff. I like Bo Brisky. I think he's going to be a pretty good major league pitcher. But here's the problem: is the Tigers' offense is balls. It's terrible. It's like one of the
balls.
I know I've been very juvenile today. I apologize, but like no, yeah, like I did it because look, I do my research. I do it for every show, right? So like, I think it's generally accepted that a team that scores four runs or more is probably going to win a baseball game or has a good chance to win a baseball game. On I think it was April 23rd, the Tigers scored 13 runs. Miguel Cabrera got his 3,000th hit. They've played 27 games since then. They have scored 4 runs or more 6 times in 27 games. And by comparison, the Cincinnati Reds, who everyone's made fun of, they were 3-25 at one point this season, have scored 4 or more 17 times. That's 3 times more than what the Tigers have done. So like, I would actually recommend betting the under because it doesn't matter who's facing. Like, I don't think Chris Archer is very good anymore. He was a part of one of the worst trades in the history of baseball. Right? Like he hasn't really had a good year since I was in college, and yet it doesn't matter. And I am ranting at praying to God that this is the best reverse jinx of all time, and they scored 9 runs tonight. But I just don't see it. Like I just think that this is an offense that is bordering on historically bad. They scored 4 runs yesterday and won. I give them credit, they won. But the other problem with the Tigers that needs to be pointed out, because I criticize the offense, and I should. 4 of their 5 opening day starting pitchers are currently on the IL.
Not ideal.
The only one that isn't is Tarek Skubal, and he got pulled from a game on Friday because he got hit on a line drive on the shin. So like this is not a healthy team right now, and that's even if they were, the offense is anemic. They simply do not score runs. So yeah, personally, I would lean Twins, but as always, grain of salt because there's too much emotion attached.
I want to really quickly say hi to Stu Feiner. He was in the chat.
He loves your drug rug, Megan.
Of course he does. Why wouldn't he?
In the comments, Stu giving Megan's drug rug some love. I'm not going to give love to Chris's Tigers here. Look, they've just, I mean, they're like in the AL Central basement, right? Like, what are we doing here? This team is so frustrating. And you know what's even more frustrating? I've got about 85 different group chats with Megan and our producer, Jack, and I text one and thought that it was you in the group chat, and I asked, should I bet the Tigers? And you didn't write me back, and I needed somebody to talk me off the ledge that day because the Tigers just are a dumpster fire. You know what? They're even bigger of a dumpster fire at Target Field. They can't go in there and win a game to save their lives. They've won 7 of their last 30 there. Are the Twins
really? Holy shit.
Are the Twins a legitimate team? I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I know who's not legitimate, and they're actually illegitimate, and that is Chris's Tigers. I don't want to lay the juice with the Tigers or with the Twins today, but I have to because it's part of that system play. As I mentioned, I did a Yankees-Twins parlay, and it still doesn't pay even money. That's how juicy it is. It's disgusting. Do I want to bet the run line? Probably not. I could see this being a low-scoring game, like Chris says. Twins win 2-1 or something terrible, and then I lose on the run line. So I'm with Chris. I lean towards the under here, but as I mentioned, I'm already involved with the Twins.
Because that is real quick. That is bizarre about this team is that despite the injuries, they've pitched pretty well. Like they've lost a ton of close games. If they had a league average offense, this would probably be a 500 ball club right now. But they don't. So yeah, like they're at the bottom of what is maybe the worst division in baseball.
All right, so we're taking the Twins, Kelly and I. Chris obviously doesn't bet the Tigers, and his heart is all the way in Detroit. So we're not going to make him. We're not going to make him give us too much more on that. Up next, Blue Jays, Cardinals, and I'll let you guys know I took the Cardinals first 5. Obviously, it's hard to go against Berrios and this Blue Jays team, but I don't want to step in front of this Cardinals team right now. They literally put up a football number yesterday. It's 18 fucking runs. That's insane. That is insane. And everyone's be like, "Oh, Megan, are they going to be tired after tomorrow?" They might be, but I feel like they stay hot. I think the bats can stay hot. I think it's Michaelis, right? You
got it.
Okay, yeah. Michaelis. He's been great. He has posted a 1.80 ERA in his last 4 home starts. If we're going to bring that a stat further, he has a sub-1 ERA in his last 5 night starts. So Michaelis has just been killing it at night, and he's been good at home. I think that he's going to be able to, hold the Blue Jays back or hold them down a little bit. But as you both know, the Blue Jays lineup, whenever they want to, they can hit. But they have been kind of off lately. They haven't had really as much offensive firepower as you would look and see in that lineup. So what I'm hoping is that Michaelis holds down the Blue Jays within the first 5 innings. He comes out, throws a great game. I'm hoping St. Louis bats we get 1 run in, and then if the Blue Jays want to, they can explode. That's fine. I'm really just trying here to get the best bang for my buck, and I think that it's going to be in the first 5 innings. I think that the Cardinals should be able to give Michaelis a little bit of run support. And then after that, if the Blue Jays want to hang 100 on me, they can. But I just don't want to play a full game here. And this one might end up coming to bite me in the butt because I do know the Cardinals do have a good bullpen, but it seemed like the right play. Kelly, I know you were saying that you were kind of looking for some first 5 plays, et cetera. What do you think of this one?
Megan, this is a tough one because this is a Blue Jays team, as you mentioned, who's just been kind of off lately, if you will. And that's why they've went under 9 straight times. I think I'm with you. I hope they score 100 runs. And I know it sounds really square, but I think that this is a good opportunity for the Blue Jays bats to get going. We know that the Cardinals bats are going. This one opened 7.5. It's now 8. And I think it's 8 because Sharp Money pushed it that way. I lean towards the over in this one. First 5, though, I don't want to touch this first 5 total because, as you mentioned, I do think that we could see the bats open up after the first 5. You pull your starting pitchers, go from there. But I like the over 8. I don't think I'm actually going to bet it, but I think the line move is just kind of a little bit of opposite of what you think would happen, right? Because, again, the Blue Jays have just been going dead unders. The Cardinals bats have been going. And so either the bookmakers are making you pay a premium to back the Cardinals bats, or we're going to actually see this one just fly over the total.
I want to address a comment really quick. Little Joe said eye candy, but not so good at sports. Please don't insult Chris like that.
I just made that comment. I just commented and said, "You think I'm eye candy?" Oh shucks. That's exactly.
But we're on the same.
Chris is so much more wholesome than you and I, Megan. Like we're over here dropping F-bombs, and he's just like, "Shucks."
Oh
yeah. I mean, would you give me talking Tigers, and the rage will come out. But yeah, no.
Okay. Rage.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to be rageful. Now I'm just rageful because professional athletes either make or miss their free throws. And there's a lot of fouls down the stretch. I have to yell at referees. But actual caring about sports is dead. Isn't that sad? Imagine caring about a single football team or baseball team. It's so bad for me. I think sports betting has ruined my love for actual sports.
I feel like a lot of people feel that way. I feel like a lot of people, like more than you'd actually think. But Chris, what do you think about this game? I know you love a good pitcher's duel. I know you definitely like Berrios. You respect both pitchers. Mm-hmm. What are you thinking here? Kelly, you said you like the over, right?
Yeah, I do lean towards the over here, Megan. I think that this is a good opportunity for the Jays bats to get going. This may be a chance for them to kind of get out of that slump, if you will. And that's just because neither pitcher is really great here. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that either pitcher is bad. I just don't, there's not like they both have aces on the mound. I just think that St. Louis, in theory, should be able to get 4, and you get, 4 or 5 from the Jays, and we're sitting at 9. So worst case, you get a push, and I don't think that happens here.
I just want to address one more comment, Little Joe, before I not address you anymore. You did say, let's take the Dodgers all juice. Anyone can do that. So if you do have a brain, what I do on Mondays is I pick 3 teams that I think have the best chance to just win the game. Meaning, if I'm smart, I'm not going to go and take a dog, because if I take that dog and the dog loses, you don't get any money back. So what we're trying to do is find some high-priced favorites to put into a parlay so that hopefully all 3 hit. But if they don't, hopefully 2 of those favorites win so that you get $20 back. Do you understand? Okay, Chris.
He also, for the right, he just deleted all of his comments, by the way.
No, I think that was our lovely producer, Jack. It says he's on snooze right now. So sorry you got snooze, Little Joe.
Night, baby. All right.
Night,
Chris,
baby.
tell me what you think.
I actually lean Cardinals money line here. And I've liked the Blue Jays from the beginning. They were my World Series pick preseason. Last 5 games, they've scored 11 runs, including, I think they just played a 3-game set against the Reds, and they won 2, but they kind of got shut down offensively. Now, one of those games, one of my favorite games of the season so far this year as a pitching guy, Hunter Green versus Alek Manoah, was theater. Loved it. But besides that, something about him just doesn't seem right. Now, that's also scary because I know that there's a 10-run game in there somewhere, but Michaelis has been really good. And the Cardinals are one of those teams, and I feel like is going to have some pretty good mojo going all year. So I lean Cardinals money line. Barrios was great. I believe his last start, if not his last start, it was the start before that. He pitched 7 scoreless. He's better than his numbers reflect him to be. But if I had to throw one out, I would say Cardinals money line because I like the trajectory that team is on. I do think at some point this summer that Jays offense is really going to hit their stride. You already saw, but Bo Bichette had a 2 home run game the other night. But other than that, I lean Cardinals here, but it's kind of on edge.
All right. So let's see what we have next. We have next the last leg of my parlay, which is the Houston Astros against the Guardians. This Astros team has just been rolling, and I think they continue to do so against the Guardians. They're at home. I'm going to continue to play the Astros. As I said, I've mentioned, in the last 3 years, if you've played the spread, if you've played the run line or the money line, you come out profitable. So I'm just going to keep on playing the Astros. The Astros are my team, and I think they get it done over the Guardians today. Although I will say every time that I bet against the Guardians, they come back and they kick my ass. But that's neither here nor there. So that's the parlay today. It's Dodgers, Twins, Astros. Go ahead, put that in. If the parlay hits, obviously you get the plus 226 or whatever the parlay is. If it doesn't hit, as I mentioned, if 2 teams win, you get 2 legs worth of money back. So it's all good. $25 opt in over at the Barstool Sportsbook. So we've been kind of dragging this out. We got a couple more games. The only one I have left is going to be the Mets-Giants game. And I just want to show his opinion on that one as well, because I just feel like this seems a little fishy. I got the Mets. They're at now plus 118. I have them plus 120. They're good on the road. They've won 10 out of 13 games against teams with a winning record. You have Peterson, who is coming back or just came back from the IL. He was a little shaky, but I feel like every pitcher is when they come off the IL. But I think he's just the better pitcher. They've also the best. We're already on the West Coast. They're staying on the West Coast, so it's not like they've had to travel whatever. I just like the Mets. I think they stay hot. I think they get hot behind Peterson, and I like them on the money line plus 120. What do you think, Chris? And then you can pop it up to Kel.
The Mets are another one of those teams that it just doesn't seem like anything is phasing them right now. It's where because I'm on Mets Twitter and I follow the Mets employees that work at Barstool, I constantly am under the belief that they're about to fall apart. They have an 8-game lead in their division right now. If you would have told me a few months ago that before June, DeGrom and Scherzer would be on the IL relatively long term. Like, I don't know when DeGrom's coming back. Scherzer's got 6 to 8 weeks. I just said they're done. They have an 8-game lead in that division right now, and they just keep rolling. They keep winning. Alex Cobb, for an organization in the Giants, I think has done such an excellent job of turning careers around. You saw what they did last year with DeScalfani and Gossman. He's been struggling. And this is another one where I just feel like I think the influence of Buck Showalter has really paid dividends for them. I continue to like the Mets this year. And I like what Steve Cohen's done, just pumping a ton of money. I wish the Tigers owners would do something similar. So no, I'm with you, man. Like I think that they kind of just keep rolling, and there's something really admirable about that. Cause yeah, they have really good players. But at the same time, they've suffered a lot of injuries, but hasn't bothered them. They kind of keep rolling. And I like the Giants this year for the most part as well. But I think this team is, considering how early we are in the season, this is a real story. Like, this could be a team that could fight for a World Series this year, and I think that's awesome.
It's crazy to say. So, do you like the Mets today?
Yeah, I would lean towards them. Yeah,
lean toward the Mets. Kelly, give me your opinion before we get out of here. I've let baseball talk run entirely too long. Obviously,
we're all right. Everybody's jumping in the comments. They're loving the banter back and forth. Look, Megan, I think you're right as far as the pricing goes. I'm looking at the odds screen going, why are the Mets, who have been terrific on the road, right? They're one of the most profitable teams in Major League Baseball on the road, in fact. And I'm going, what am I missing here? So think long, think wrong. I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm going to take the Mets. As Chris mentioned, this is a really solid Mets team. They've got strong pitching from this year, even missing some of their aces. I do think that Peterson is kind of a wild card, if you will. And we'll see how well he comes out. He's had one nice win so far this year. But Alex Cobb, you want me to lay 140 with Alex Cobb? No way. There's just no way. Not with a Giants team that just hasn't been great at home. I think they're like 11-10 on the year at home. So I will Chris out here looking like a snack. Love to see it. Go Mets.
Oh, Chris. So you gotta stop. You gotta start like really embracing these comments. I feel like you cover your face. Anyone gives you a compliment, you gotta embrace it.
I've never been good with that. I've never been good at taking comments. Yeah, but yeah,
you do look like a snack, Chris.
Yeah. What's that?
You said you do look like a snack, Chris. You look great.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll work on it. Every Monday, I'll give you a couple compliments and we'll start working on it. You just can't cover your face.
I'll do the best. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. No, we can work with that. Yeah. All right.
Fair. See y'all next Monday. We'll see y'all Wednesday, but see y'all 3 next Monday. We'll work on the compliments. We'll give out some more winners. Hopefully, another winning day comes my way. I need it bad. What are these Tinder girls in here?
Oh yeah, we're getting spam botted now.
Yeah, I love this. Viewers,
I mean, that means we're doing something right?
If the bots jump in our comment section,
yeah, people are paying.
Jack just blocked the wet girls.
Oh man, Jack, I was waiting to hear what they said next and how I could get one of these great girls.
They probably are only 3 blocks away in singles, so don't even worry about it. See you guys on Wednesday when Che is here. We'll talk no free ads. That's funny. We'll talk some basketball. Look for Kelly's tweets. What she's on tonight, she'll tweet it out. Jack is such a comic. Funny. We'll see y'all Wednesday. Chris, we'll see you back here Monday, and I'm sure you'll look fantastic.
I'm not covering my face. All right.